Sonny was a loner, bolder than the rest. He was going in the Navy, but he couldn't pass the test. We hung around town, he sold a little pot. The law got wind of Sonny, and one day he got caught. But he was back in business when they set him free again. The road goes on forever and the party never ends.
Sonny's playing 8-ball at the joint where Sherry works. Some drunken out-of-towner put his hand up Sherry's skirt. Sonny took his pool cue, laid the drunk out on the floor, stuffed $1 in her tip jar, walked out of the door. She's running right behind him, reaching for his hand. The road goes on forever and the party never ends.
They jumped into his pickup, Sonny jammed her down in gear. Sonny looked at Sherry, said, let's get on out of here. The stars were high above them, the moon was in the east. The sun was setting on them when they reached Miami Beach. They got a motel by the water and a port of Bombay gin. The road goes on forever and the party never ends.
They soon ran out of money. Sonny knew a man who knew some Cuban refugees who dealt in contraband. Sonny met the Cuban in a house just off the roof with a briefcase full of money and a pistol in his boot. Cards were on the table when the law came busting in.
The road goes on forever and the party never ends.
The Cubans grabbed the goodies, Sonny grabbed the jack, broke the bathroom window and climbed on out the back. Sherry drove the pickup through the alley on the side where the lawman tackled Sonny and was reading him his rights. She stepped out in the alley with a single shot 410.
The road goes on forever and the party never ends. They left the lawman dying and they made their getaway. Got back to the motel just before the break of day. Sonny gave her all the money and he blew a little kiss. If they ask you how this happened, say I forced you into this. She watched him as his tail lights disappeared around the bend. The road goes on forever and the party never ends.
There's a main street after midnight, just like it was before. 21 months later at the local grocery store. Sherry buys a paper and a cold 6-pack of beer. The headlines read that Sonny is going to the chair. She pulls back on the main street in her new Mercedes-Benz.
The road goes on forever and the party never ends.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Going places that I've never been. Seeing things that I may never see again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Road again, like a band of kisses, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our
making music with my friend. I can't wait to get on the road again.
On a few others than me. I guess it's because I kind of changed my direction. Lord, I guess I went and broke their family tradition. You only want to know, Hank, why do you drink? Hank, why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out the song that you wrote?
was all I could do, keep from crying. Sometimes it seems so useless to remain, but you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. You don't have to call me Waylon Jennings, and you don't have to call me Charlie Price, and you don't have to call me Merle Haggard anymore. Even though you're on my fighting side, and I'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never minded standing in the rain, but you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. Well, I've heard my name a few times in your phone book, and I've seen it on signs where I play. But the only time I know I'll hear David Allen Coe is when Jesus has his final judgment day. So I'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never minded standing in the rain, but you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. Well, a friend of mine named Steve Goodman wrote that song, and he told me it was the perfect country and western song. I wrote him back a letter and I told him it was not the perfect country and western song because he hadn't said anything at all about mama or trains or trucks or prison or getting drunk. Well, he sat down and wrote another verse to the song and he sent it to me, and after reading it I realized that my friend had written the perfect country and western song, and I felt obliged to include it on this album. The last verse goes like this here. Well, I was drunk the day my mom got out of prison, and I went to pick her up in the rain. But before I could get to the station in the pickup truck, she got run over by a damned old train. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never minded standing in the rain. Lord, you don't have to call me darling,
Wish a buck was still silver, but back the country was strong. Back before Elvis, before the Vietnam War came along. Before the Beatles and yesterday, when a man still worked, still would. The best of the free life behind us now, and our good times really over for good. Now we're rolling downhill like a snowball headed for hell. No kind of chance for the flag or the Liberty Bell. Wish a Ford and a Chevy still last 10 years like they should. It's the best of the free life behind us now. Are the good times really over for good? I wish Coke was still cola and a joint a bad place to be. It was back before Nixon's life all on TV. Before microwave ovens, when a girl still cook, still would. It's the best of the free life behind us now. Are the good times really over for good? I'll be rolling down the hill like a snowball headed for hell. With no kind of chance for the flag, the Liberty Bell. Wish a Ford and a Chevy still last 10 years like they should. Is the best of the free life behind us now. Are the good times really over for good? Stop rolling downhill like a snowball headed for hell. Stand up for the flag and let's all ring the Liberty Bell. Let's make a Ford and a Chevy still last 10 years like they should. Best of the free life is still yet to come. Good times ain't over for good.
It's a rocky road back home. The dust won't be near settled where we just come from. I'll keep my promise true, just like I said I would. Lay you neath the pecan tree and hang your spurs for good. Say goodbye to Montana, where the northers always blow. The paintbrush will be blooming by the time I get you home. We drove a herd from Texas to the big Montana sky. I swear at times I wonder if we'd make it here alive. I wish I could have told you that you were my best friend, but I guess you always knew that, and we were both too tough to bend. Say goodbye to Montana, where the northers always blow. The paintbrush will be blooming by the time I get you home. All honor to the cowboy, your praises they will sing, 'cause you never sold your saddle. That's the most important thing. Adios, Montana, where the northers always blow. The paintbrush will be blooming by the time I get you home.
Everybody's going away. Says they're moving to LA. Ain't a soul I know around. Everybody's leaving town. Some called a freight, some called a plane. Find the sunshine, leave the rain. They say this town wastes your mind. Must be like a wasted time. Some got to win, some got to lose. Good time Charlie's got to win. way too long. Got my pills to ease the pain. Can't find a thing to ease the rain. Sometimes I'd like to try and settle down. Everybody's feeling down. Some got to win, some got to lose. Good time Charlie's got the blues.
Vagabond dreamer, a rhyming singer of song, singing to no one and nowhere to really belong. Met a beautiful lady up the southern belle of the bar. Like Scarlett O'Hara, loved no one but wanted them all. I'll never forget you and love you in spite of your faults. Good and the bad, I want to remember it all. I didn't dance and you did your Tennessee waltz. But the party's all over, I came uninvited. I'm leaving and taking the bell of the bar. That's the way it should be. I guess I